You've been here for a while. In the pitch black, there's no up or down, no direction, no way to go. You're just floating in space. Until you're not. The light erupts around you, blinding, almost cruel in its intensity. A sterile room fades into view. At its center stands an operating table. Then a door creaks open and a person in a lab coat steps inside. You've already met him yesterday. His name is Carver. Still here? You don't want to move on? Where to? You've locked the doors. That's not what I meant, and you know it. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're still in denial about being a ghost, I mean. No, I think I... But sure, take your time. If lingering in a morgue is your thing, then sure, go ahead. Personally, I can't bear to stay in this place, and I get paid to be here. I don't remember anything. I wouldn't know where to go. Talking still feels weird, especially without a body. Your voice pipes up, hollow and unsure. It doesn't fit you. The doctor seems hesitant now, too. You know, sometimes death is, sometimes it's really... Never mind. Let me get back to work. The doctor leaves the room, then returns seconds later, wheeling in a cart. Its wheels clatter in silence. You peek over as it came to a halt. A corpse stares back, her eyes wide, but not from terror, something else. Sadness, maybe. I told you it's not pleasant here. How did she die? That's what I'm here to figure out. Being a forensic pathologist and all. Want to hear my theory? She died of insecurity, like most people here these past months. She died because she was insecure? Probably. And, oh, no, don't look at me like that. I know I deal with a lot of death, but I haven't lost it yet. That's not public information yet, but I suppose it's fine if I tell you who's better at keeping a secret than a ghost. There's been a surge of strange illnesses everywhere lately. Illnesses with symptoms that seemingly don't make sense. They don't seem to have a clear cause, at least not if you look at them the typical way. He pauses for a moment, checking if you're still following, then decides to continue anyway. It seems whatever they struggled with in their life has taken shape outside of them. Their internal turmoil turns outwards and takes form as something very real. They suffer, obsess, and eventually succumb to it. Of course, interpreting these unique symptoms is highly subjective. I've never heard of that. I don't blame you. We ourselves know very little about it, but it spreads rapidly. Some people seem to be more susceptible and get infected by other victims. For now, we're just focused on containing the area, hoping to prevent a national outbreak. Other victims? People who are insecure? You take another peek at the corpse. Suddenly, unease claws at you. You're caught in her gaze, unable to look away. You seem invested. Want to help out a bit? Oh, I don't know if I'd be any good at it. Better than having you stare at my back all day. Like yesterday. And the day before that. Sorry. Anyway, who knows? Maybe your insights are actually useful. Let's start with the symptoms. Take note of anything that stands out. Tell me what feels off to you. You lean in closer than before, close enough to make out the fine pores on her skin. There's no sign of decay yet. Her body's been kept cool, bleeding into the sterile quite like she was meant to stay here forever. She was 54 when she died. In recent months, she had become increasingly reclusive, stopped all contact with family and friends. Peering through the window, her neighbor saw her collapsed on the couch, unresponsive. TV was still on, and she was halfway through eating a tub of ice cream. She must have passed just hours ago. First off, this ripped shirt. Her shirt is worn, thin with holes and scattered across the fabric. Parts of it are ingrained in her flesh as if it's been attached for far too long. Her eyes are wide, almost unnaturally so. They seem fixated on something as if locked in an imaginary loop. There's a faint light in them that seems to flicker. Her skin is a contradiction, loose in some places, pulled tight in others. A body caught between times. Now you see it too, don't you? After looking at all the symptoms, it's undeniable. Everything's right there in front of us. I'm certain. She died of insecurity. You hesitate. Something doesn't quite add up. As you try to grasp the feeling, something starts to distract you. A whisper, barely there, soft enough to be dismissed as pure imagination. But with time, it unmistakably grows louder, until you're sure of it. With creeping certainty, you know whose voice it is. It's her voice. I think I can hear her. Her? The corpse? The voice of the dead woman? She's all over the place. Every word feels disconnected, or maybe they're fragments from different memories. In her final moments, all she wants is to be truly understood and fully seen for who she really was. Great, another one is here. She's sharing her memories with me. If I concentrate on them, I think I can make out what they are. All right then, why not? Feel free to do so. Oh. I can't stand scalpers. Who ever even has the money to buy those stuff? I should have stocked up on that merchandise myself back then and sold it by now. Just kidding, I couldn't let go of it. That woman, she smelled like something from way back. Now, what was that scent? Should I ask her what perfume she wears? Oh, she's walking away. Wait, come back. I do wonder what become of Anya. She was absolutely in love with the ocean, you know. Maybe she'll finally manage to have a proper chat with those dolphins. But then again, probably not. Oh, I love that cartoon. I'll never understand why they had to cancel it. The animation was so beautifully done. Now all they show is cheap 3D nonsense. That's what I heard. Her memories, they don't sound insecure. I don't think she died because of that. The doc falls silent. He doesn't buy it, or maybe he's just scared to admit the possibility. There were only cases of insecurity around the area until now, and they contained it as best they could. If that's true, then a much broader group of people could be at risk. But that's not what she's like. I'm sure. You came to that conclusion after just 5 minutes of listening to her? Alright, why not? Let's open up a discussion panel. Pick a symptom, and I'll share my thoughts with you. Maybe then, we can come to an agreement. Okay. So, click on things. Her eyes are wide, unblinking, but not empty. There's still something flickering in them. Not to sound like your mom, but I'm guessing she spent a lot of time in front of the TV. With that much consumption, it must have chipped at her sense of self. All those flawless bodies in ads, and sitcoms, and reality shows, they surely get under her skin. You start comparing yourself without even knowing it's happening. Maybe she was insecure about that. Disagree. But would everyone really end up comparing themselves? It probably also depends on what you're seeing. Well, it's really everywhere in media. It's a hard thing to escape. That may be true, but is there a memory which tells another story? Oh, God, you're having me do this. The cartoon. It wasn't reality TV she watched. It was primarily her favorite TV show, which is a cartoon. The characters are so stylized that most people wouldn't even think to compare themselves to them. I know what those shows are like. And if that's really true, then why does she end up like this? Shouldn't cartoons only bear happy memories? I don't know, but I know she was sad when it got canceled. You're saying she died because her favorite TV show got canceled. That's something your terminally online generation would do, not a 50-year-old lady. You're making it sound stupid. Maybe it is. I'm not saying she died by it, I'm trying to say maybe there was more to it. Okay then, let's pretend my theory really was a stretch. Is there anything else that as a result just doesn't add up? I know she wasn't happy about her favorite TV show being cancelled, but that alone isn't enough of a reason to suffer like this. There has to be something more. Something we're missing. Okay. Shock over series cancellation. Oh, God. The shirt doesn't fit her anymore, and some parts have even grown into her skin. She probably hadn't changed it for a long time before her death. If it wasn't insecurity, she must have been deeply depressed and lacked the energy to change it. There's even a huge blob on it. Could have been from ice cream? Oh, wait, no. I think that's actually a design. It does look like a chocolate blob, though. Chocolate? I'm pretty sure it's a cute cartoon cat. Well, does it really matter? Is there a memory which tells another story? Well, yeah, so the raggedy shirt, wouldn't that be... Oh, scalpers. The cat is from her show. She used to collect merchandise from it. From what I've heard, those items are really hard to come by. That's odd. If she cared about it that much, why is it in such bad condition? Following the washing instructions even a little would have prevented it from tearing holes like this. What if the shirt's bad condition was because she had it for a long time? But how long is long? Maybe let's look at the tags? Don't be absurd. They don't print the manufacture date on them. They also don't print the Best Buy date if you're looking for that one next. Oh, the tag says it's for kids here. For kids? Well, it makes sense. There wouldn't be an adult-sized shirts for kids show. No, wait, I think we've got it all wrong. What if she had it since she was a child? That's why it's in such bad shape, even if she really cared about it. So you're saying she still obsesses over a cartoon from her childhood? Like, from around 40 years ago? 40 years with the same old episodes? If that's true, then she really was stuck there. In the past, I mean. Admittedly, I might have misread the symptoms, but I think I can piece it all together now. Suddenly, something begins to unravel before you. A memory of hers, one you've never seen or heard before. And then you realize, every other voice of hers has fallen silent. Those were the best days. I don't feel understood these days. How could I move on when everything I ever needed was already there? All the sorrow, the weight of unfulfilled life, gone in an instant. The symptoms are vanishing. Hold on, where's my damn notebook? I can't hear her anymore. So it really wasn't insecurity after all. She just couldn't keep living in the present. He lets out a quiet sigh of resignation, maybe. Or perhaps he came to terms with it long before now. Living piece together what we've gathered then. There's a comfort in revising old, cherished memories. It's like wrapping yourself in a familiar blanket. Or using that blanket as a shield. Something like that. Doesn't matter. In any case, comfort becomes a trap when you start moving forward. 1, she refused to let her eyes take in anything new. 2, she wasn't self-conscious about her childish hobbies, causing her skin to regress in shame. 3. Her clothes refused into her because she couldn't let go of them. The past feels safe, but she can't live there forever. She didn't realize how much it was hurting her. In the end, it's utterly isolating because the last person there. She died by refusing to live beyond a time that was already long gone. I think I'd love to dwell there as well. Who doesn't? But then you usually move on. I need to contact my superiors. The spread is happening faster than we thought. We won't be able to contain it anymore if we keep going like this. He takes out his cell phone and raises it to his ear, then freezes midair. He stands there for a moment, lost in thoughts. Suddenly, his gaze drifts to you. Do you wish to leave? Like, really, actually leave? I suspect your body is still stored somewhere in this facility. If you'd like, I can help you take a look at it. Maybe that's what you need to move on. Getting closure, you know? That's how it works, right? You nod, though deep down, you're not sure you want to see yourself in that way. Then let's make a deal. You have an ability that I clearly lack. You will help me out with similar cases. In return, we'll figure out what's going on with you. He means you're connected with the dead. Something in you isn't ready to leave, not yet. But is that really the right decision? Should a soul remain without their body for this long? I'd like to. If I can help, I want to. I'll stay.
Then let's meet again tomorrow.